Okay, listen to this. So this happened a whole year ago, almost to the exact date. I had some issues with a car that I was purchasing, and that was an interesting time. So a whole year later, here we are again. Now this time I'm not going to name the garage because there's no point. I didn't actually name the garage last time, just the brand. So this is what happened. I decided to upgrade my car to the actual car that I wanted last year. The one that I put the deposit on that was sold. So I couldn't get it and I ended up getting a totally different car. So this year I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go and buy it because that would be really nice. So I went there and I spoke to a very, very nice guy. And I said, look, this is the car I want. This is what I'm willing to pay for it. Yes or no? And he went away and talked to someone else. And that person said, okay, we'll give him it for that price. I then went home, had instant buyer's remorse, and called them and said, look, I can't do it. I'm not really going to be allowed to. I can't justify it, accounts and all that kind of stuff. And the lovely guy I dealt with was like, that's fine, don't worry about it. Great. But then I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh, I want to buy it. So I drove down there and I thought, no, I'm going to buy it regardless. Let's just buy it. So I drove down there and I went in and the lovely guy I've been speaking to wasn't there. Fair enough. So the lovely lady who works on reception, who's been there 1,000 years, she grabs me by my arm and takes me to the middle of the floor, holds it up and does this to the other guy who works there. The other guy looks at me, turns around to his computer and doesn't come down. Just stays there. I waited long enough. I wasn't there for an hour or anything. I waited long enough to realize he's not coming. And then I went home. Now, I told this to my friend the other day and she was like, are you out of your mind? Just go there, have a go at this person, say this is ridiculous, you've lost the sale of a car, or because you couldn't be bothered to come down. I was like, no, I've had trouble with this person before. It's ridiculous. But here's the kicker, here's the bit that really pissed me off. But I've got a good sense of humor, so I thought it was funny, but it is ridiculous. So you've got this one big brand of car, the main brand. That brand has also got an offshoot of a sister brand. Now I have bought 5 cars in total from the sister brand. And I bought 1 car from the main brand. But for some reason, so 6 cars purchased in total, for some reason I've been put into a bracket or box or booklet or folder of time wasters. So I want to explain something. 6 cars in total bought. I've inquired about 4 cars and I've actually test driven 2. That's it. I have no idea why I've been brought, why I'm called a time waster. It blows my mind considering everything I've just explained to you. And here's another funny bit to add to last year's story, which is why I'm not naming this company because I can't be bothered to deal with the phone call that will come. So, last year after all this happened, I posted a video and I didn't say anything with names, I said the brand, but that was it. I get a phone call saying, come down, come see us. Here's what we'll do. We'll buy your car back off you, the one I didn't want, because the other one was sold. We'll buy it back off you for the price you paid. We'll give you a free car for a full year. Any car you want, but one caveat. Basically, any of the cars that they were offering me were over 120 grand plus. I ain't got no interest in a car like that, I can tell you that much. I've got no interest, does not interest me. Do not want a car that does 4 to the gallon. No thanks, I'd rather pass. Which is what I did. I said, no thanks. But the reason I also said, no thanks, is because of one reason. I got offered a free car for a year for one reason only. Because I did a video on YouTube and I have 4 million followers. That's the only reason. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have got it. It's that simple. So that's why I'm not mentioning it here, because I don't want a phone call. I don't want your free car for a year. What I want is some basic human civility. That's all. Just come down. You would have sold the car. I would have bought the car. Congratulations, everyone's happy. Instead, that person couldn't be bothered. So fuck them. But there you go. Almost a year to the day. How mentally bizarre is that? So I thought I would cheer you up this Christmas with that story, and I hope I have done. And I'll see you all next time. Car salesmen, I tell you, they are pretty much all the same. There was 2 really nice car people there, really nice car salesmen. Both have gone. That's a real shame because both were epic people, really good people, and they've gone. Now I know why. See you next time. Bye-bye.